popular item that a lot of the artists come in and purchase are these 45s and these 33s, what they affectionately call the leather, or what is it, vinyl? Vinyl, they call it vinyl. And so I have one artist that she takes these and, excuse me, I'm gonna pull this off. She'll take one of these and then she'll put this one in there, and then she cuts them and then melts them to where they become leaves, and then she paints them. So when it's all molded to where it's like all crumpled up, sort of almost similar to what you see here, she paints on them and she makes them into like flowers. And then with the hole here in the middle, you can take a pin and then basically have a nice piece of work on the wall for you know, for decoration. But when this doesn't say too much, when she did it, it's painted real beautiful and it looks like a molded beautiful vinyl flower. So that's one of the popular items here too. My dad, he collected a lot of scrap stuff, and so he used to challenge us as kids and tell us, hey, you can use this for what, you know, and just kind of make a game of it. So we grew up in that kind of environment. So when I was in the Air Force, I got to see that kind of stuff also in different parts of the world. And what else? And then we moved, my daughter and I moved down here about 3.5 years ago, and we realized that there was not a creative reuse store down here. So we thought, well, now's the time, let's do it, and let's try and introduce creative reuse here to Long Beach.
If you didn't know any better, it would just look like, well, there's just a lot of stuff. But it's not just stuff.
Right. Well, as you can see behind me, I have like some scrap pens and pencils that typically people might think, oh, it's garbage, and they throw it away. But actually you can reuse the items. You don't need to throw them away. And they can be used for art projects because they still have some use. But also, for instance, something like that's not been used for its original purpose, you can reuse it for, like this is an old typesetting wheel, and instead of using it for its original purpose, you creatively reuse it for something else, like a table, or it could be a clock. So you can imagine the different possibilities of using something like this rather than throwing it away. One of the examples that some of the artists and individuals that have come in and bought these, one example was that a lady took like a piece of some kind of string, and she hangs these down, and she hangs all her jewelry, her necklaces down. But another possibility is you can just put the wire right through the hole, and you can make yourself a nice little lamp, put a lamp through here and another stand. And then there's this example that I had showed earlier where they did this, and they did some interesting things and made a little table or something with this. So there's just all these little possibilities with this trophy piece. This belonged to a trophy that was thrown away. And so that's one example. And then these are synthetic leather strips, and these are kind of popular and fun. A lot of the individuals take these and they might make something like, for instance, one of the pieces up here that you see by Alvarell, he used part of the synthetic leather on his piece. And then another organization by Life Steps, they also used these because they were doing like a Hawaiian luau eco conservation kind of party. And so they actually used these and tied them around, did this kind of fun thing with these. And so there's just a lot of possibilities with different things that this company typically would have thrown away if we didn't take these items and use them for creative reuse. So these are the synthetic leather strips that are very popular.
Visit the Long Beach Depot for creative reuse at 320 Elm Avenue in Long Beach. Their telephone number is 562-437-9999. Their email address is the lbdepot, the number 4, cr@verizon.net.